Hi, everybody. Recruiting Animal here on August 20th, 2025. And the person with me right now is Alan Fleur.
Hey, Animal.
Fleur. That's my old joke about playing.
You got to do it.
Fleur, yeah. Oh, okay. You know what, Alan? So you seem to have some special interest right now. Is there anything you want to discuss, or do you want me to just start running through my agenda?
I think the only thing I've noticed over the past week or so, Animal, is a couple things. Number one, a lot of companies need to learn how to interview on the front end, on the first. Nowadays, across industries, your first interview is like a 20 or 30-minute screening call. And I've noticed a lot of the people that do those are junior recruiters. That makes sense, but they're very poorly trained on balance. And I think if there's any junior recruiters that are doing these, they should really work to improve. And another thing I've noticed is, we all talk about getting ghosted. We all talk about how long the process takes. Something I was thinking about that I used to have the advantage of is, if your process is just simply quicker, instead of taking a month to hire somebody taking 10 days, that's a huge competitive advantage. And it costs you nothing. So a couple things I've observed over the past few weeks.
Can I answer? There's two issues. So first of all, with the junior recruiters or senior recruiters doing poor interviews, because Rich says whenever he brings in a person to work with, another recruiter to buddy up with, he said they do terrible screenings. Okay. And he doesn't say it's only because they're junior. He says they just don't get the relevant information. So let's just take out whether it's junior or, okay. What do you claim is missing? What's wrong with those initial screenings?
I was sitting in on one about a month ago, and the interviewer told the person that she said, well, I was given these questions, I'm asking them, but these aren't the questions I would ask. And the candidate said, well, what would you ask me? And she asked questions that weren't relative to the position, that weren't relevant to, it was fascinating.
Okay, hold on. So she had the set questions that she wasn't happy with, and you're saying they were actually good questions. She didn't realize it. Is that what
they were saying? Okay. They weren't bad, but they were kind of in the middle. They were standard. There wasn't anything wrong with them. I found it interesting that the interviewer said, well, these were given to me. I wouldn't ask.
Well, you know what? I would say that too if I thought I had much better questions, but you're saying she didn't. What did she ask? Things like, what kind of coffee did you drink in the morning? What were her?
I forget that it was sort of scratch your head, go, why would you ask that? No, but it was just, I think I go to AIs and I go to my notebooks and the questions I've asked and come up with in the past. And if I'm ever wondering, am I asking good questions? I'll run my questions through an AI and just double check.
Okay, well, so what, like ChatGPT? What's your preferred AI tool?
I'll do it through Chat, Claude, Microsoft Copilot, all of them, because they give slightly different answers.
Are you using the free versions or the paid? Free? Okay, so what are some of your since you're kind of bragging about it, what are your preferred initial screening questions? And Alan is a lot of experience in construction, recruiting for construction. So you can use that context if you want.
Yeah, so construction is a bit different. What I'm looking for is, I can only do so much of the technical skills, but after that, I want to hear about how they manage people, how they interact with people, their soft skills.
Okay, but what are the questions? No, put those into words. Okay. What do you actually say?
So if you've got your roofing subcontractor that's behind on schedule, how do you get them back on schedule and maintain the relationship?
Okay, that's a general way. You don't frame it in. Have you ever had a time when this happened?
Behavioral, every now and then, sure. I'll say, what happens if the subcontractor is, first I'll say, what if the subcontractor is screwing up? And they'll go, well, it does happen, but what do you do? Have you ever run into it? Sure, I have, but what do you do? And a lot of the answer is, well, first I check the contract. What are they supposed to do? Then I make a decision. Do I have to take them out to the woodshed and shake them up, or do I have to put my arm around them and give them a pep talk?
Okay.
Okay, at least
Yeah, one of the first project manager, IT project manager roles I worked on, the guy told us, the client, who was a very smart guy, although he hired the wrong person, profound mistake, okay, against our recommendations. He said, look, I want you to ask them what they've done when the project went off the rails, okay? And if they say that nothing has ever gone off the rails, they're lying, and I'm not interested in that person.
Well, said a different way, I like that question.
No, but that's what you said, isn't it? They said, well, it happens,
well,
right?
A little bit.
If they would have said, "It's never happened to me," Alan, what do you say?
I think I'd call BS. I would just call straight out BS. And in construction, you can do that. I say, Animal, come on. You've been a project manager for 4 years, and you've never had anything go wrong. That's BS.
Would you rule the guy out if he became defensive and said, "Look, no, I take care of that at the front end. If someone's working for me, they're never gonna, do that kind of thing." Right?
I've in my career, especially in the last 9 years in heavy construction, big construction, nobody has ever said, "No, I got it under control," unless they're a brand new student and they think that's the right answer.
Well, America's Recruiter is here. Yeah, okay.
Julie only here for a minute to say hi, but yeah.
Oh no, okay. Just let me change gears then. Okay, I got a barrage of questions for you. But this one's been burning in my mind for a couple of weeks. Rich, who's always told us how great Crelate is, okay, is looking for a new applicant tracking system. Okay, I couldn't believe it when I first saw it, and now just the other day he's telling other people, don't buy one before October. Okay, so he's got something going on with him. I can't. I'm all worked up about this, Alan.
I'm bated breath here, man.
Why are you looking after you've promoted your choice, for so many years? And secondly, I noticed you like Jobin, but an Atlas, but you didn't say that those are the ones you're considering. Actually, he said, now that it comes back, he said, I'm down to 3, and I'm going to reveal it in the near future. Okay.
My God.
Some background. I mean, he knows everybody's looking at this with bated breath. What's Rich going to decide on? I got to know. What's going on, Rich?
Nothing. Crelate is really good still, but I think it's also getting really old. And their new AI package they're coming out with is, it's good. It's just not. It's not priced where it should be, in my opinion. They're really trying to go get the bigger clients, bigger teams, not priced for the smaller companies.
Also, Rich, and my experience when I demoed Crelate was that it was not use it out of the box. It needed a whole lot of. It has a lot of flexibility. You do a lot of customization with it, but that also comes with internal admin work.
Not really. It's
really?
I've seen other people say the same thing. It's too hard.
Dude, honestly, listen, you can train someone on Crelate in 10 seconds. You can set it up in 5 minutes. It is very simple to set up. Okay. That's one of the great things about it. That is the farthest thing from the problems with it. There's other problems with it, but
okay. Well, let me comment on one thing. Rich said, and this is a good general principle. Rich said, "Hey, they're aiming at the big clients." Now, I sat in on one of Tommy Elashio's Loxo sessions. Once every month, he does one, and every one of the Loxo users on that show said, look, when we started out, they took care of us, the little guys. Then when they became more successful, they didn't need us. They were focusing on the big companies. And so that's going to happen whoever you go with. Isn't it?
I mean, listen, like Crelate is not, I'm going to do things differently this time, which is why I'm not telling you who. But Crelate was trying to take care of me. So I'm not mad at them. I just think they're making mistakes.
Okay, Rich, but what's this October then? The October surprise.
There's a lot. There's not my surprise. It's just all these ATSs are really coming out with newer features in the next couple of months.
For artificial intelligence, AI, is that right? Like what features are you talking about?
Every one's a little different. They're all very. I mean, I'm literally. I mean, I have 5 different ATSs on my computer now, plus Crelate, and then 3 of them that I really like. I actually, they're all good. Some have horrible pricing. Like it's like one of them is it's a really good program. If you don't make any phone calls, it's great. I mean, it's like their package would come with I think it was like, I don't know, $25-$50 a month, but you'd only get a maximum of 21 hours, a combination of 21 hours of phone time or 2,500 texts for the month.
Oh,
I do that I do 21 hours of phone time by Thursday. I mean, that's a joke. I do 1,500 texts a month at minimum. So
where are they coming up with those figures? Where
they're stupid. That's the problem. Great. It's a really good product. I probably would have even gone with it, but the pricing doesn't make any sense.
And did you tell them?
Yeah.
And what'd they say?
Well, they're
fuck you, Rich.
Pretty much. I mean, this is one of the more established ones, and I was like, you guys are idiots. And I tend to like younger ones that actually have. I tend to like the younger companies where you can actually, be pretty invested with the company. And there's some really cool shit that's coming out.
Let me move you on, Rich. This isn't a good topic for him, actually, because he's stalling, so I have to help him here. Tom, Rich is buying a new applicant tracking system, and we're giving him a few questions before he leaves us. But I would have thought you're always looking. You and Tommy are always looking at these things. I would have thought, well, when you decide to leave, where you're going.
I was about to leave. I was about to go where I was going to go. And then I'm like, you know what?
Were you going to go to Atlas?
I was pretty close. And then I'm like, Atlas is going to be great. It's just not great yet.
Yeah, why not Jobin, whatever? Why not that one? You guys raved about
it. Their UI is
horrible. Jobin's great too. Their UI is unusable.
Yeah. They just added phone and text to their thing too. So I mean, it is getting better. It's just that their UI. I was working on it today and I had to send out some connection requests, and I had like a list of like, I don't know, 90 people. And you know how many times I had to like redo the selections because you hit one little area and the whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
Loads,
like
right?
I only go on it for when I need certain things, but I don't use it too often because the UI is such a train wreck.
Yep.
Okay, so we have to wait a few weeks. So we're finished with this. So you have to wait a few weeks to find the revelation, which
I have been in Loxo and put them together. You'd have the perfect applicant tracking system.
Which ones? If you put anyone again Jobin together, Loxo.
Yeah, okay, but Rich isn't telling today. Okay.
No, because I haven't figured out where I'm going yet. I got all the companies I want to, all the companies I like. They need to build things out still. They're not.
But they're all like that.
You go with a second choice, you're not going to be happy wherever you go then, right?
No, because when I went with Crelate 10 years ago, I helped them build it out. And I helped them build it out the right way until they stopped listening and going off, trying to be, the big kid on the block, and they fucked it up.
You should stay with Crelate until you find your perfect, because that's what I'm doing.
Like, you're never going to find a perfect, are you?
I mean...
What are you looking at? What was that? I missed what you said, Tommy.
I was saying I'm staying with Loxo until something comes around that has got everything that Loxo has plus more. Like that's kind of probably where you are with Crelate, right? It has everything you need, but no one else has more.
No, I've got some.
I don't like where this is going. We're not getting any concrete information.
Listen, Animal. Shh. There's some other ATSs that have more, but they've got to build up some of these other things because they're young. But there's some really cool shit out there right now. But everything's a trade-off, right? It's nothing's going to be one for one, especially if something that's been built out for 10 years. But like Loxo and Crelate they're grandpas in the industry. Like PC Recruiter's going down the shitter. Loxo and Crelate are 10 years old now, so there's favorites.
Why do you say PC Recruiter is doing it? They used to be a sponsor of the show. Thank you, David Marr and Marr.
Listen, I love the guys at PCR. Quite frankly, I was on PCR, but they are. They're running out of money. They're going to be.
I haven't seen it anytime recently. Is it still like it used to be pretty decent? But advancements, are they like way behind?
It's a fine listen for an internal recruiter. It's fine with all the clicks. It gives you something to do all day, you know. for but the no, I mean, listen, it's fine. The product is still a decent product, but it's just clicktastic, and they're not into it anymore. You know,
I don't believe that. I don't believe it. Okay,
You
Michael Snyder, I don't believe that. Okay?
You don't have to believe it. I'm just telling you what the rumor on the street is. It's not me making it up. I like the guy. I like Marty. I love Bill. I'm not sure if Bill's even part of them anymore, but I love the guys there. They're great guys. I just think, I mean, I know like the half a dozen decent sized firms that are leaving because of these issues.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Have you noticed anybody that has a good AI integration with it versus they're just bolting on stuff?
Oh yeah. I mean, a lot of them have, like, if you use Pin, that can search the whole web and your database.
No, I didn't like Pin.
Pin has a discount right now. You can get it for $179 a week. A month, I mean, excuse me.
I was like, what?
Well, yeah, but that $300 a month, I mean, for my industries, it just doesn't work. I had to do so much customization. It wasn't.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's what everyone says about their industry for all those tools, because you're not putting the right stuff in. And I get it, because for like Hire Easy wouldn't work for sales guys, but I've got to imagine from construction, you can get it to work if you fine tune it. And if you want it, you should talk to my buddy over there, Jake Price. He can help you set it up right.
I did talk to Jake. Jake and I were working on it together.
And he couldn't do it?
No, he couldn't even get it to work right, because
what
what
he
had
to
to do
find that was so crazy.
He had to get stuff into some of the sub area, into some of the sub fields, and list all this other stuff. And quite frankly, if I just go over to Seekout and punch in a couple things, I got everything I needed. Now the nice thing, better for worse, not Pin, but say ChatterWorks is interesting because just about everybody, their first database they hit on out there when you're trying to find numbers and the emails is LinkedIn. Everybody hits on that database first when they have the APIs. ChatterWorks doesn't. They hit on it, but it's down their list. So I've been using it, and I've been coming up with people that I don't find anywhere else.
Yeah, they have about. I'm actually talking to Shafor today or tomorrow afternoon.
Rich has always been a supporter of ChatterWorks,
Yeah.
but but Tommy's always been a supporter of Sales SQL.
Both. I use both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just looking for a good CRM that's not an arm and a leg.
I'll tell you off air. One of these you want to look at that are good deals. I mean, if you want like a cheap ATS that has minimal AI functionality, but it's a bare bones ATS that's cheap. Just
You're going to say Manital.
There you go. If you want cheap, look at you, Animal.
Yeah,
you're gonna go.
That is it. Yep.
Manital
is it's like the bare bones ATS. I mean, it's not bad for the money.
I mean, I'd like to look at a couple that have the ATSs, but when I was doing the evaluation at my old company, most of the AI solutions were bolt-ons. They weren't, it wasn't like they were integrating.
What are you looking for it to do?
What I do with Seekout, I need to build the list, and then I want to get to calling and recording and transcribing and then keeping all the data.
Dominic's got something to tell you. We can't hear you. You're blocked.
Dominic, you're on.
Hey Dom, I was just gonna hop on. The new ones that are coming out, like the Atlases of the world, they're gonna allow you to do that. A little clunky still, but they're gonna record the call. You can do your research. You can do a ton of shit on it. It's a pretty good solution, but they got to fix their user interface as well.
Yeah,
who uses Atlas is Gavin.
Because the other thing I liked about, say, Ring Central is I can use one of my old cell phone numbers that I took with me.
Yeah.
And then see, that's great because then I can call, text on the same number and get it back.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean the Twilio thing is stupid. Like when you got to call on one number, text it. I mean, it's just gay. It's just dumb.
What does be right back? Oh, okay, yeah, he couldn't get his money.
But in my business, if I'm sending a text with a Twilio number, they're like, WTF is this?
Yeah, I mean it's dumb for all these systems that do it are ridiculous.
Well, what's wrong with Dominic today? He can't figure out to turn on his mic. Is that do I have to do it?
Look at your mic, Dominic. There's 3 dots next to it. Click on the three
Shit, hold on,
dots.
I
and
gotta
choose
take this
the
call.
mic.
Okay. You're leaving for a while as well. Okay. Okay. You know what? Let me ask you a few questions that I was talking with Alan about before we got onto the ATS. Okay. I don't know. I got a mic, which is weird. Yeah, Dominic, I don't know what's wrong. Okay. If anybody wants to help Dominic, now's your chance. Okay. No. Okay. Okay. Rich. Okay. Alan Floor was saying that he sat in on some screening calls with other recruiters, and they were absolutely terrible. They don't know how to do an initial screening. It seems so straightforward to me. Does anybody want to have some standard questions that they could just rhyme off and say, or do they agree with Alan? Do they know anything about that recruiters are doing terrible initial screens? I mentioned Rich because Rich says he's worked with people and they send them information about their alleged candidates, and they don't have any substance to them. Is that true, Rich? Or are you busy with something else now?
No, that's true. That's totally true.
What questions are they missing? I said, like, what? Alan said there was one woman who said, you know what? They gave me this list of questions to ask you, but I don't think they're relevant. I'm going to ask you my questions. And he said none of her questions were good. They were all garbage. So, I wondered, what could she be saying? Like, what coffee do you like in the morning? Or,
they don't ask any hard-hitting questions. They're just like, oh, you said you did great. Oh, fantastic. That's what most of these guys do.
Okay, well, what do you mean? Give me an example. What you should you did great. What do you mean by that?
Well, exactly. What does that mean? How did you do great? Who'd you close? What made you do great? What does great look like to you? What is anything? What does great mean? Does great mean?
It's all follow-up questions. That's you're saying that's the key, right?
Yeah.
To get some concrete examples of what they're claiming. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
Is that the essence?
That's the essence. You got to have a little something.
Are you talking about debriefing a candidate after an interview?
No, initial screens.
No, initial
Alan said
screenings.
they're
Oh,
terrible.
yeah. Like that. We talked about that last week, and there are so many mistakes recruiters make because they're not willing to ask hard questions. They're afraid. They finally got a candidate that's willing to talk to them, and they're afraid to ask hard questions because
Can
they're
you
like,
give us one sample of what you're talking about?
are you interviewing with other recruiters? Are you interviewing anywhere else? Where have you sent your resume? What would motivate you to make a job change besides money? What would you change about your current company? I know I called you, but if you were going to make a job change, what would you change? Stuff like you really need to dig down.
Is that a tough question? Is that something people are
If you
afraid
press,
to
if they won't answer it, people won't answer some of those questions.
Oh, okay. No. So you're talking about, just like Rich said, follow-ups, pushing them back, right? That's the key.
Well, I mean, you just have to, like, when you're doing your intake, right? It can't just be the fluff of like, okay, how many years you've been there? What have you done? What's your degree? What are your duties and responsibilities? You have to dig down and get stuff that you can sell the client about.
Like what? Like what? I'm going to do it to you. Okay?
That's fine. Tell me something, brag about something that you've done. Tell me, it's.
Dom and I have a tool. Dom and I have a tool that can fact check you. It's okay. We're good.
Tell me about a time that you had a project that was really in trouble and you were able to bring it around, or brag about a project you've worked on. What's your brag? What's your brag on your design side? Tell me about something really cool you designed. I want you to talk about yourself. I want you to tell me more than just what's on a data sheet, a resume, or a LinkedIn profile. Tell me something that's got some substance to it.
What's your brag? Okay, that's your. So you've said it 10 different ways, but that's a key question.
Brag about yourself. Yeah, brag about yourself, right? Sometimes you gotta drag it out of engineers, but you want to hear, like, if you come to me and you're interviewing me and ask me to brag about myself, holy fuck, man, I can go on and on and on, right? Because those are things that I want to tell people.
You told us, you know what? Gautam or somebody said, look, recruiters should be bragging about the nice things they do for other people, and you said I'm too modest to do that.
Again. I said I'm the egotistical fuck, and if I do that, it's going to be even worse. And then secondly, we're talking about an interview, not just bragging, right? If someone comes to me and says, hey, Tom, tell me about the altruistic things you've done. What do you do that's different that nobody knows about, that you don't ever tell anybody about? I can tell in a one-on-one conversation, I can have that conversation. If you're interviewing me and you say, brag about what makes you a good recruiter. Tell me about things you did as a recruiter that other recruiters would be like, wow, that's awesome. Or a manager would be like, I want to hire that guy. That's what you need to ask.
Dominic thinks by changing his background, he's going to open his mic. Okay, can anybody help this guy? He can
And
hear
all these
us.
motherfuckers he brings over from all over the world to help him design, make, and Appify and all this
Yeah.
stuff. And he
Yeah,
can't
seriously. Bottom left, you don't have a mic? Wow.
make your
He's
screen
got
bigger.
a mic there. It's his earbuds or whatever he's using. It's his own system that's he's missing something.
You know what I had? If I didn't have it on when I had it as a full screen, but when I make it a like a small screen, like a drag it to a second monitor. The mic shows up.
Make the screen smaller, Dom. Minimize your screen to like a smaller thing and see if you can get
Really?
the
Mine's full
camera
screen.
come up. Can you see the little camera thing? Can you see the little screen share thing?
I can see your microphone is off. Okay, I can see it.
Yeah.
I didn't turn it off. I wonder if it has something to do with his note taker, which is tagging him everywhere.
No, it's not. It's there's
Okay.
no reason why unless your mic is not plugged in. But if you're using Bluetooth, then it should be.
Yeah.
You put that in. Go to your Bluetooth settings. Choose your AirPods Pros as your mic and your headphones, and then you should be able to do it.
Okay, Alan. Just so you know, we've been following up on your question. Still no mic at the bottom. Well, on your question about screening, everybody agreed with you that people are terrible. And the key was, and I think you might have said this as well, the recruiters don't push back for specific information. But Tommy added something new. He says, give us your brag. What is it that you're proud of that you've done? Okay, he said that's a key question. Yeah. Okay.
I think it is. That's a great question. Or
If you're interviewing a candidate and you need something beyond, we always talk about the sizzle, right? And and you and I have argued about this before. Recruiting Animal is features versus benefits, right? Like, tell me how you would benefit a company. Why should a company hire you? What could you do when you come
Actually,
on
the
board?
way you put that, when you said you're recruiting somebody who is not looking for a job, that's pretty aggressive, I think. And if you push
Agreed.
it,
That's why I said
why should I talk to you?
I know I called you, Michael, but let me ask you a question. What would motivate you to leave your current company? What could you change if you could change anything?
That's a little
And then
more-
when they start talking like that, then I can roll into, hey, tell me how you'd benefit a company if you were to make a job change. What's good about you? Why would this company want to hire you?
Hey, Tom, do me a favor. Shoot me a quick email. I'm having email issues today.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Tom or Tom?
Either one. I said Tom, but either one.
I've had internet problems all morning.
Tom's I got microphone issues. I was on tech support like 5:30 this morning.
I'm back.
I thought you were at the
There
gym.
you go.
What email are you using?
You would think with the glasses you'd be smarter today, but hey.
I'm
I was just gonna say, look sophisticated.
I'm
What
brilliant.
happened? We can hear you.
You know
What
what?
happened?
I'm brilliant. I don't know.
Big.
I had no mic button on my computer.
I just sent you an email.
Everything
I
is
got
there
that.
at the bottom.
Okay.
All right.
Is there something you're okay? These two guys are solving Rich's email problem.
I got Dom's. I didn't get Tom's.
Is there
But Alan, what I
something?
was trying to say is a
Now
symbol
I
is
got Tom.
amazing.
Fill us in on
I
what you
see
were
that.
burning to tell us before.
you like them?
I love the CEO and what he's building, and he gets it. Like
Who?
he gets
What? What are you talking about?
a symbol.
Don't tell him.
Yes.
Don't tell him.
A symbol. Oh, the
This
one.
one now? A symbol?
Yeah.
We got a new one now?
Oh, it's probably going to be the best out there once this guy's done with it.
Spell it.
ASYMBL.
I'm looking at it right
Yeah.
now.
YMBL.
It looks awesome, but it looks also it's going to be more corporate than agency.
Yeah.
It is, but he will let you take your own workflow and plug it, which is
That's
it's
nice.
amazing.
That's nice. I just, like I said,
And it's on the Salesforce platform. So
Yeah,
Oh,
like I
see,
was telling
that's
Rich, I
impressive.
need-
If it runs off the Salesforce platform, you're going to get a lot of people that are interested in that.
yeah.
yes.
But you know what?
Not
There's
me,
been a ton of ATS. This one does look good, but there's been a ton of ATSs that ran on Salesforce and they suck. Like what was it, like Arcan or something like that, or Aiken
also-
or Aiken was one.
You know, so what version of Salesforce
You
do
can take
have
a
to
look
have?
at something for 10 seconds and say, this looks good. You haven't used it.
No,
Come on.
I've seen it before.
Okay.
And
We do
I
talk
don't
when
know,
you're not
like-
around, Animal.
so, to me, it's always like everybody's trying to add certain things that I don't know if recruiters really give a shit about, like a 10% chance of a deal, a 30% chance, a 70% chance. When you put all that stuff in, it's like, no, get them to second interview. Then I don't need a percentage.
Even that, it's all bullshit. No, that
yeah.
Okay, I got a question for Rich that people challenged him on LinkedIn and on Facebook. Okay, Rich said only losers don't leave a personal email greeting. Okay,
Voicemail.
Oh yeah, voicemail greeting. He said you're either lazy or you don't think anybody good is going to call you. Okay, that was his too.
I don't remember saying it, but I'm not denying it. It sounds
well, maybe point. What's the name of your copywriter? I talk about him so much, I should be right.
Okay. Rich's ghostwriter doesn't even know what he's writing about. He's
the best. I told him he's got to tone it down. I'm like, I can't keep up with all the shit to read to edit. So I'm like,
oh, yeah, I like it. It's giving me a lot of material. But the thing is, people said, look, some people have a security issue. You know what? Why should I tell them all these scam callers that it's me, that they have the right number and other information about myself.
But they already called you. Who the fuck cares?
If it's a sales guy, he should hi, you've reached Tom with XYZ sales. Leave a message. I'll call you back.
I did a poll like in LinkedIn a while back, and it was amazing. Like 20% of people don't even have an outgoing message on their voicemail, which is just mind-boggling to me for salespeople and recruiters. But the only thing dumber than that was the recruiters are like, I don't answer on numbers I don't know. I'm like, you're a fucking number people don't know.
Oh,
I'm like, how stupid is that?
The only ones I don't answer are the ones that say spam on it, or they're an 800.
I can understand that.
Well, and even those, and
if it comes from any city or state, if it says like 513 Chicago or whatever, or Ohio, fuck yeah, I'm answering that. You don't know who it's going to be.
Exactly.
Hold on. Do we appear as spam on the cell phones? Does it say spam caller?
No.
What's funny is Verizon does now and then.
Yeah.
When Verizon's calling you back, sometimes their numbers show as
really
potential spam.
Trish Tampkin's very big on that. She says you want people to pick up your fucking phone call, then you need to pick up the phone too.
Yeah.
Right. She said don't answer spam calls if it says spam, but if someone's calling, answer the goddamn phone. You expect everyone to pick up your call, you should be picking up calls, and I agree with that.
That sounds like magic. If I pick up my calls, then they're going to pick up theirs. No, there's no.
Well, no. It's just a respect thing, right? If you expect people to pick up your calls, right? Then pick up the calls of people calling you.
Here's what Doug said to Rich. He said, if you're highly referred, I don't GAF, you know what that means, about your voicemail greeting. Okay. If you're and Rich is highly referred, isn't he? Yeah.
I wish that was how it is. But dude, if you don't leave a voicemail, I mean, one, you should be leaving a voicemail. Number one. Two, you should have a voicemail outgoing message too. It's pretty simple. You're in fucking sales.
Here's what Tommy said. He said, how do they know they called the right person? You want them to know they called the right number. Okay. If instead of just some automated, the person you're trying to reach is unavailable. That's what Tommy said. Okay. I think that's a good.
I mean, again, if you are in sales, and your voicemail says, hi, you've reached 772-532-9785, leave a message, you're an idiot, right? Yeah. That if you're in sales, you have to have an outgoing message saying who you are, what company you work for, what to do if you're not in the office, if it's an emergency, shit
Let's
like that.
Pull everybody on this one. Alan Floor, do you agree with these guys, or are you against voicemail messages?
No, they're right.
Okay. David M. Mark, got something to say, or you want to just be quiet up there in heaven as usual? Okay.
I think, I mean, we're in the people business. If you're reaching out to people and you need to be reachable, especially if you're referred by somebody. I mean, I've had people reach back out to me after like 12 years later when I sent them a message when I used to recruit for Walgreens. I mean, that was like 2010. And I've had people even still recently reaching back.
You know what? I'm not going to do anything for the sake of someone I called 10 years ago. Okay, sorry, that's not good.
I mean, if it's a candidate you place and they're placeable, I mean, I try to help.
Yeah, I mean,
and if you can't, and let's say you switched what you focus on, then just say, hey, thanks for reaching out. I know so and so that does this. I know a great sales recruiter, Rich Rosen. He loves helping people. He's got time on his hands. He wants everybody in your whole team that was laid off.
Okay, Dominic, are you in on the voicemail?
What are you
I
doing
agree
if you're
with
not
this.
answering the phone, right?
I
If
agree.
you-
Leave a voicemail, outgoing
You're
greeting.
busy staring at it, waiting for it to ring, probably.
Dominic, what's your are you into the voicemail greetings or no? Oh, I never use voicemail, which a lot of people said I don't have voicemail. What do you say?
Who does not have
Uh,
voicemail? What
I
idiot
have
does not
voice-
have voicemail?
I have voicemail, and then they text me after because I'm probably not going to listen to it.
Okay, do
Well,
you have
a
a
lot of
greeting?
people-
Do you have a
lot of
greeting that
people
says
also-
text me because I'm not going to listen to your voicemail?
A lot of people also have
I think it
voice,
says
voice to text translation now anyway. So you
Yep.
don't have to listen to the voicemail. You just have voice to text transmission solutions.
Yeah, I look at my phone and it'll say, "Hey, it's Dom. Give me a call." I can
Yeah.
Okay.
call him right back.
I want to hear. I'm asking Dominic, do you have an outgoing voicemail message? What does it
Yeah.
say if you do? What does it say?
I think it's hey, you reached Dominic Maiani with Lazio Search Group. Please leave your name, number, and a message. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. That should better be important or I won't.
Oh, really?
No, I didn't put that part at the end, but I
Mine
should.
says similar. Hi, you've reached out. I'll ask you. Leave your name, number, message.
What
I'll get back
fucking
to you
idiot
soon.
leaves a voicemail?
Yeah.
Why? Actually, from based on what you just said, why don't you say something? Text me instead. I don't really like voicemail. Why don't you
I
say-
should. I should.
Would you other
an
guys
old
agree
school.
with that? Would that be good? Text me, text
Yeah.
text me instead of leave a voicemail. Would that
Totally.
be
You know
good?
what? I'll add that to my to-do list here.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
Some
Nothing
people
against-
do that. If your call is urgent, please text me. Or if your call is urgent, call my office and ask for Rich Rosen.
Okay. Yeah. Well, speaking
It's
of Rich,
super urgent. Call twice in a row.
Rich had some proverbs up there. Okay. Three recruiting proverbs. I'm going to bounce off you guys. Okay. Good hires don't cost you money; they make you money. Is that a good rebuttal to a cheap client? Good hires don't cost you money; they make you money. Is that? Do you guys like it? I don't.
Yeah. I mean,
No. Okay. They're not rich.
I mean, it's not moving mountains, but you
Okay,
know.
no, he's got a follow-up. It's a package. You can't get a Ferrari on a Kia budget. I actually believe he said that. It wasn't out of Billy's mind entirely, okay? Rich does use that line. Would you like that? You can't get a Ferrari on a Kia budget. Would anyone say that to
I
their
say you
client?
can't. I go. You want caviar and you have a tuna fish budget. Is what I usually. tell them.
Yeah. I use the beer, the champagne, Tiffany's,
Yeah.
Walmart, you know.
Rich,
Yeah.
tell him about
Yeah.
where you said, hey, how much are you going to give me in equity?
With these, so we're
What's the context? I don't understand that one.
no, so we're talking to this other company, this really cool note taker company, and the guys, I forget how we phrased it, but I asked the guy, I'm like, what's the cost? And I'm like, don't worry, I don't charge a lot. And he's like, I'm like, listen, how much are you going to give me an equity to be part of this thing so we can help sell this for you? I forget the exact phrasing.
Yeah, but it's his confidence. Don't make an authority, right?
Mhm.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hang on. Give me 1 second, guys. Hang on.
Did you guys see Talent Reach? I think it goes with Loxo and a couple other ones, and it syncs with all your LinkedIn messaging. It's $15 a month, and all
What's it
your
called?
LinkedIn messaging.
Unipile. Have you ever seen that?
No, I've not seen Unipile. It's called Talent. Is it Talent Talk? Yeah, Talent Talk or Talent ALK. So Talent Talk, but Talent Talk, and it's anything. If you sync your LinkedIn to it, it'll add anything you do on LinkedIn messaging wise with a candidate that's in Loxo. It'll put it in the history, just like everything else.
TALENT.
TALENTALK. And it pins your messages to the top in like a row.
I made this wrong. Okay, I want to finish off. They're not really Rich's proverbs. I'm going to say it's his rebuttal package.
If you
Okay?
could make the 10 Commandments image for me on ChatGPT, it would
Okay,
be great.
no. But there's a final part. Okay, so the first part was good hires don't cost you money; they make you money. You cheapskate. You can't get a Ferrari on a Kia budget. And the final punch is: look, you're not recruiting a desk chair. You want impact. And if you want impact, you got to invest in people who can deliver it. Okay. That's a triple whammy, Rich.
Mhm.
I like it. Okay. I think it's good. Will you stand by that last one about the, you're not recruiting a desk chair?
Yeah, absolutely. I haven't said that line, but I would
Are
definitely.
you sure you didn't say that? That sounds like something you might say.
I have not said that line, but I have said similar.
Sponsored by Rich. Okay. That was sponsored by he didn't say he sponsored it.
I gotta tell you, I'm gonna have you edit these for me from now on. That you'll save me so much time.
I do edit your stuff. I read your stuff and then I summarize it in 1 or 2 lines and repost it. Okay.
He does a good job. I gotta tell you, he's worth the money.
Okay.
He's
What are you paying him?
I pay him $500 a month, and he does 28 pieces of content, and posts them and
It's
everything
real
else.
good content too, because some
Yeah.
company contacted me and they were paying a guy like $500 a month, and he was doing like 1 Instagram a week and 1 Facebook a week.
He'll put them.
That's
I mean,
a great price.
he'll put them wherever we want them, and then he's going to start posting them on my website for other stuff. But he records you, and then he turns the video. You know, it's got the prompting on GPT to really mimic your voice and style. And you know, so sometimes I have him dial it up, I dial it down, sometimes dial it up. You know,
what about this one, Rich? Did you say this one? You pay me to be brutal?
No, I never said that.
He posted that and people loved it.
Listen, I'll stand by it, but I didn't say it.
Ain't no way Rich is paying $500 a month.
Listen, I have gotten him a lot of business. So I'm not saying I haven't gotten a kickback from it.
Yeah,
Right.
ain't no way.
Really, you pay me to be brutal, okay? You wouldn't say that to somebody, eh?
No, I tell him you pay me for the truth, but you know, I mean, like you pay me to hear
Sounds like you. I like that one. You
Yeah.
pay me to be brutal.
because I'm not an asshole. I'm a very lovable little Jewish guy. You know?
You're a confrontational
He's a
recruiter.
little
Okay?
No,
Jewy bear. He's
I'm
a lovable Jewy bear.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks, Tommy. No, I am just listen. The end of the day is I just had this long conversation with one of my CEOs this morning. Like, and the guy loves me because I'm really honest with him. He's a really good dude. And I'm like, listen, he's like, he doesn't always love what I tell him, but he appreciates the no bullshit.
Okay.
And that's the difference. It's not being an asshole.
No, it's being brutal, giving them true feedback. Hey, there's a few things I wanted to ask last week, and I didn't get to ask them, okay? What
I
about...
just want to compliment on Rich's Vineyard Vine shirt. I didn't expect him to be wearing a Vineyard Vine shirt.
I'd say, listen, there's a Vineyard Vines outlet near us, so you know.
Okay.
I've never heard of it. Okay. There's some questions I wanted to ask you last
Good
week. We're
stuff.
almost done. I want to find out. Promptcowboy.ai. That makes a prompt, a very complex prompt for you. Has anybody tried that? Promptcowboy.ai.
Cowboy.
Seemed pretty good to me. Prompt Cowboy.
Turn your lazy prompts into great ones. Wow.
It's
Wow.
free, and it's free. Okay.
Interesting.
And I was surprised at the amount of content that it delivers with a simple request.
You can do the same thing on ChatGPT though. You say, hey, whatever you're going to type, say, turn this into a prompt for me.
Yeah, I even have a prompt.
To write prompts.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Well,
Right.
that's what this is for.
I have a
This is-
prompt analyzer and a prompt enhancer,
Yeah.
and one that completely analyzes your prompt, tells you what's wrong with it, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
Okay. What about this one, OpenRouter.ai? It looks like something that Tom was talking about some time ago, where they charge you just for your searches, right?
Actually,
this
Open Router is where I got about 40 of my large language models that I have in Typing Mind. Because what you do is you get an API from Open Router, and then you decide which ones you want to use, and then you pay them just like you pay Claude or Gemini. The difference is it's a hybrid.
Okay, so you endorse
Yeah, it's a 5 to
OpenRouter.ai.
10% upcharge. So if you're paying $5 for 1 million tokens, it's $5.50 for 1 million tokens.
So
Okay.
what's the point of doing it? What's the value?
You can aggregate, like, again, this is for people like me who use Typing Mind, right? Where you want all the different models and don't have to keep going and finding them. You can
But
go to
on,
Open
on
Router and grab
Perplexity, on Comet, you can use all the different models on Perplexity for free.
there's only a half a dozen. I have.
Well, yeah, but the ones that normal people use, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one they don't have all like the crazy ones.
Tommy
That,
just did a video on Comet. Okay,
I know, you did a great job. I saw your
That's
video.
the second one. Thanks, man.
Yeah, you did a good job.
Okay, so
I found some more stuff on that too, by the way. So I'll probably
Rich
do another
does
one.
not endorse
I'll tell you about it.
Open Router, even though he's never used it. He just does it. It's a nick. Okay, that's shit. I'm brutal. You're paying me to be brutal. That's right. Yes, sir. That's Richie Rich. All right.
Oh Lord.
Okay, one more. I got one more. GenSpark.ai. Anybody use that?
That's another similar one.
GenSpark.
That costs money too.
Oh no, GenSpark is is like Manus and whatchamacallit, Dom.
Okay, man, it's that I can't
GenSpark
remember.
will make stuff. We'll make agents for you. We'll make AIs for you.
Okay, and that's
Right.
MANUS. That's how you spell Manus, right?
Manus is amazing.
Yeah, Manus is amazing. GenSpark will make agents for you. Similar. I mean, all these guys have their own little niche. I
Okay,
think.
now hold on a second.
Replets,
You're still endorsing Typing Mind, am I right? Okay, but then are you paying $20 a month for Perplexity on top of that?
no, I got the deal that I got most of the guys here. It's like $20 for the year.
Tommy's like Santa Claus.
How come you didn't get it for me?
You can
I
get
showed
it.
you on the video. I showed you how to do it.
Okay, well, I didn't finish the video. Okay.
Look it up again.
No, I was having lots of problems with my internet this morning.
You go
I had
to
to go off lots of times.
GPT store, right? And it's right now it's 50% off. They got this week's 50% off. You get it for $11.
Okay, I'm gonna go. As soon as
And
you
I'll
got
tell
your-
you mine for 30.
But you cannot use if you've already signed up. Because I
Ten
still have,
Commandments.
actually, I probably have a code for you, Animal.
You got to use
You need
alternative
to-
email.
You can't use an
Or
email.
did you
address
buy it
or
and not be able to use
right?
it, Dom? Yeah. You
Yeah.
can't use it if you've ever used that, whatever email you're using. If you've ever used it with Perplexity, you cannot use it.
Okay, but I've used it on Comet. Is that the same thing? I have.
Yes.
Perplexity is
You'll have to get
common.
a whole new email. And you all know with Google, if you put a plus sign and a word after the plus sign, it still goes to your main Google, and you can use that as a secondary email if you want.
Oh, so if I sign up for this Perplexity deal, I just put my regular business email with my plus sign at the end?
Is it a Gmail?
No,
Is it-
you'd be like Animal plus Recruiter or something like that.
Yeah, it has to be at Gmail. It can't be your Thomas at PR Search Inc. But I have PR Search LLC at Gmail. I can do PR Search LLC plus Perplexity at Gmail, and it goes to the same
Okay,
box.
I've got a recruitinganimal@gmail.com address.
Yeah, so
Okay.
recruiting animal at gmail.com. So you could do recruiting animal plus Perplexity at gmail.com and get the same.
So I've
Yeah,
never
you'd
used
be able to
recruit, but then when I go into Comet, is it going to be under a Recruiting Animal account and it can't be under any other accounts?
It'll be under the recruiting animal plus Perplexity.
Yeah, I don't
account.
want that.
Well, then you
okay?
got to go pay the $20 a month.
Okay.
Sorry. Dude, I don't make the fucking rules, right? I find the shortcuts. They have rules to them. There's nothing I can do.
Okay, but you used Comet before you went and got this deal, didn't you?
No. I had Perplexity on the deal, right? Because I used the Perplexity API key in Typing Mind,
Oh,
right? So I signed up for the Perplexity deal for the year for $20 or whatever, right?
okay.
And then when Comet came out, someone sent me an invite, and that's the account that I used to do Comet. So what happens in November when my year is up, I'm going to have to start paying $20 a month for Comet if I want to use the same account that I've been using, which I think I'm probably going to do because I've been customizing the hell out of it.
Okay. Does anybody have an issue they'd like to discuss for the last few minutes? Alan, you started off. You got a closer?
No, I'm good.
Oh, can I mention something about Comet?
Yeah.
The custom search engine. Hey, Rich, do you ever use the custom search engines that like Fink made and all that?
For which ones? For who?
You know what custom search engine is? The CSE
Yeah.
search engines
Yeah.
Brian
that
Fink.
Fink and all them made, right? So you can search that using Comet, and it will go from page to page to page, right? So you do the
Ooh, really?
Boolean search in the custom search engine for like CEOs in Boston, and then say, now grab me all the CEOs in Boston, give me their name, title, LinkedIn URL, and put it into a list, and it'll do it for you.
And you just the custom search engines from on
Brian Fink. And Ernie's a big enthusiast. If you need some,
Yeah, this one.
insight into-
Interesting. I haven't seen those in a long time. I've been doing it on Chrome before. I haven't done them. I feel like I've been on Comet forever now. I'm trying to figure out how to get my email unlocked. My mail's all screwed up.
Why is your email screwed
Well,
up?
because I did something stupid.
This one, Dom,
I'm trying to move to
it's
Google.
this, right?
Yeah. Yeah, hang
And
on.
then you put this Boolean in here, like, CEO and Salesforce.
Can I open it?
And then you can use, if this is on Common, it's on Brave right now. You could say now, search, check how many results you got. Search all the CEOs that are in Boston on the first 10 pages and put them in a list for me. And give me the name, phone number.
Is this on Brian Fink's page?
No, Brian Fink made
This is Fink's CSE.
Yeah, he made this. It's specifically X-Rays LinkedIn. And the thing with custom search engines is it'll only give you a maximum of 100 results. So it's totally, manageable when you're sourcing.
And you can make your own.
So what's this weird?
You can make.
You just do it on Google. You go to customsearchengine.com.
No, you just use the link that
engine.
Tom's pasting, and then it'll.
This is Brian Fink's. I'll send you this one, right?
Yeah, put that one up.
That's Brian Fink's, and then this is the main page. Oops, sorry. Hold on. This is the main page to make your own, right? So you can make your own, set up an API key for it and everything, right? So you just hit add, and then decide you want test YY. Do you want to search specific site or pages? So LinkedIn, Google, whatever, or search the entire web. Then do you want image search and safe search on? So we'll do entire web, image search, no safe search. I'm not a robot, and then hit create. And then when you can customize it from here, you can add a description, you can add codes, you can get a URL, you can have it do site search, have it included sites, excluded sites. You can do add refinements to it. There's all kind of stuff you can do.
Yeah, because I picked up Arena's book on this. It's a little dense, but it's pretty good. And then I recorded a Shally one on this, and it was.
Oh yeah, Shally does a good one too. And the thing that I want to do in Typing Mind, and this is what I wanted to talk to you about, Dominic. When you set up Typing Mind, did you ever set up on the plugins? There's a web search, right? And to do the web search, you need to put in a custom search engine.
Rich Rosen.
So my thought was, what if you did a custom search engine with just LinkedIn, not the whole web, and then use the agent to search LinkedIn using a large language model?
Let's try it.
That's
amazing. That's an amazing idea.
Could you get booted from LinkedIn for that?
No, because you're going through Google. You're not going through that. That's what makes this. See, I'm afraid on Comet. Like I can get Comet to Search Navigator, but I get a little freaked out because it's running through the pages and doing all this stuff. And if LinkedIn sees you doing automation, you could get banned. But if you're using the custom search engine, you're actually doing it through Google on the public URLs, not on LinkedIn's page.
And if you're going to do this, I would have it scrape it first, and then have it customized based upon the drop-down filters he has set up at the top.
Well, yeah, that's his, right? So, and he even said these aren't working that good anymore. He said that he needs to redo it. And him and I are actually having a meeting next Tuesday. He's going to help me build out the one that I want to try on Typing Mind with that agent to see if we could figure out a way just to search LinkedIn, but using the large language model and their prompts versus me trying to do it in the little box. That's what I'm trying to figure out, if it'll work. Because this agent actually searches the web, right? It's just web search, right? I made a custom search engine that is strictly the whole web one. But I'm wondering if I narrowed it down to like LinkedIn, could I do a different search with it? So I'm going to ask him for help on that. We'll see.
Okay, I'm going to do the ads. Tommy Pistachio Elascio, raise your hand, Tommy. Say hi.
I'm right here.
I'm Tommy. Okay, he's got a ton of shows. If you go to therecruiterroundtable.com, you'll find all of them, right? And he is an ATS expert aficionado, okay? He's got a special show for that as well. But you'll find it all there.
Tomorrow at 4:30 is the Loxo Job In Roundtable. So
okay, and you have to go to the recruiterroundtable.com. That's once a month, his ATS, but you could talk to him on any of his other shows as well about applicant tracking systems. Okay, he knows a lot. We got the great Dominic, the great Dominic Miani.
Bye, guys. I'm out of here.
Later.
See
Oh,
you
shit,
later.
I gotta
He's not
jump.
great with Mike.
Yeah.
Okay, but he's leaving now too. Okay, Dominic Miami.
Hi,
He's
guys.
got a good show Thursdays noon. And look at his name and put that in. I tend to think Killer Quota is a great name for his show. Quota Killer is a great name, but he hasn't implemented it yet. David M. Marr, the great sorcerer, and Alan Fleur. We started the show with Alan, and we're going to end it too. So thanks everybody.
Thanks, everyone.
Had a lot of fun as usual. Bye bye.